Agassi has started seed. And Natalia Zvereva, who is ranked 26th in the world. Zvereva serving up 40-30. First game, first set. And now let's send you out quickly to court 16. Magnus Larsson, Guy Forget. I'll update you on that in a moment. But elsewhere around the grounds here at the National Tennis Center, Wally Masur now has gone to a third set tiebreak in his match against Jonathan Stark from Stanford. Martin and Kunin now in the fourth set of their match out on court 20, as Martin has gone up 2-1 against Patrick Kunin. Winner there would play Pete Sampras if Pete Sampras goes on and wins today against Martin Dahm. And earlier out here on the stadium, Andre Agassi straight sets, an hour and a half, 1, 3, and 2 against Francisco Roig. Here's what's happened so far on the stadium. Gabriela Sabatini started with a service break. Zvereva down 40-love, came back with a break of her own. And then in the third game, Zvereva saved 3 break points, but then on the fourth, Sabatini finally got the break and leads 2-1. Zvereva with double break point there, now down to 1. So it's been a pretty interesting match, even though it's just 2-1.
Both players have very good ground strokes, solid, and they're not using their serve as a big weapon. Gabby served that first serve at 71 miles an hour. She had one first serve earlier today, 64 miles an hour, so she's just spinning it in. The rest of her game, she's taking a few more chances, more than her first 2 matches. She knows that she has to play more aggressive today because Zvereva is a very tough opponent. Got a big forehand. That's her weapon. Zvereva makes a lot of errors and a lot of winners. She's more of a risk taker. So in the beginning, if you're Gabby, you go out there, you kind of test the waters. She's making a lot of errors. You know, you have to just keep it in, be consistent. If she starts to make winners, you have to accelerate your own game. Take some risks of your own. Be aggressive.
Game, 4 service breaks.
2-all. Zvereva gets back well for this overhead. Winds up for this forehand. A big weapon, and she moves very well at the net. She's very comfortable up there. Big Western grip. A lot of pop on that shot. I've never seen her get that excited. Usually she's a very quiet, demure type of player.
Meanwhile, over at the grandstand, Patrick McEnroe has broken back 3-all now in the third. Michael Chang winning the first 2 sets, 3-3.
Beautiful shots in a row.
Pretty low.
Only Gabby can do it this, the Sabatini. And look at Zvereva, great hands.
Sabatini, huh?
That's right. Not easy to do.
Doesn't look easy. Meanwhile, at the net, Natalia Zvereva.
Pretty good lead.
Natalia Zvereva, who is from Minsk in Belarus, made it to the 4th round twice here at the U.S. Open. Lost in the 4th round here last year, but won doubles playing with Pam Shriver.
Broke her string there on that forehand. She rushed to the net right away because with a string broken, like a trampoline effect. Here she comes in. She knows that she can't stay on the baseline. She hit a good drop shot.
She has really done a good job keeping Gabriela Sabatini on the move in this match.
And she has a chance to hold. That's kind of a surprise in this match. Zvereva's played very well this year. Didn't play well at the beginning of the year. But since the beginning, has had a quarterfinal showing in Wimbledon and a quarterfinal showing in the French.
Finally, took 26 minutes, but someone has held their serve. We're on serve at 3-2.
Over and chat with our lead Shiras. Chang, a very popular player.
Sabatini and Natalia Zvereva. And this has been a very unusual first set, but after service breaks in the first 4 games, Sabatini has broken once again, and now is serving for the first set.
That doesn't mean much in this first set because there's been 7 out of 9 breaks of serve.
15 love.
Zvereva sends it back into the net. 15 love.
Sabatini's playing very well within herself. Up to this point, she has 10 winners and only 5 errors. That's very low to this point of the match. And Zvereva has 18 winners and 17 errors. And won it like Gabby, or double the winners. Zvereva's going for her shots much more, taking a lot more risks.
Once again, Zvereva comes up with a big shot.
And that's how she plays. She comes up with those big shots, and She can get on a string and just be so hot, but then she can go through a string as well, make a lot of unforced errors. Just got to hang in there.
15 all.
Beautiful touch.
30-15.
One of the toughest shots in the game. High over the backhand side. Zvereva's lob wasn't quite deep enough. Gabby cuts it and gives it a good angle.
Paints the line.
30 all.
Matches Sabatini off the ground at that point.
Both of these players have great backhand down the lines. Not a lot of players can come up with those big winners.
It's what you were just talking about, Trace. Difference in errors. Long.
40-30.
So now set point for Sabatini. And you see the time of the match. These early rounds of the Open, they generally, with the top seeds, last about this long. I'm sorry, go ahead, Trace.
Zvereva's ranked 26th in the world, but I think her ranking will start to climb because she's had a very good last 6 months. Lost in quite a few first rounds at the beginning of the year.
So Sabatini holds to take the first set, 6-4. Now let's swing you over to the grandstand court. Leif Shiras, who's with Michael Chang from Minsk in Belarus. We're just starting the second set. And already a break point for Sabatini. This match started with 4 straight service breaks. Finally, Sabatini winning 6-4. Winner here will play either Carolyn Coleman or Sabine Applemans in the round of 16.
Great whipping angle. She really has a Western grip on that forehand. She can get a lot of top. Zvereva,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Zvereva, I really don't think has lived up to her potential. At one point, she was ranked number 5 in the world, voted most impressive newcomer. People thought she was really going to take charge and stay in the top 10. She's 26 now. She's had some impressive wins. Beaten Navratilova at Family Circle, Garrison, Martinez at Wimbledon this year.
Advantage Zvereva.
She has all the shots. She has good serve, not a huge weapon, but a very good serve, great ground stroke, and great at the net. Very good hand. She's a terrific doubles player, ranked 3rd in the world in doubles. Feels very comfortable up there. She has 5 Grand Slam titles in doubles.
These two have played 7 times before, but this is the earliest that they've ever met in a tournament. They met twice at Wimbledon, once in the round of 16, then again in 1990 in the quarterfinals. Last meeting was a year ago in Philadelphia, Sabatini winning a 3-setter on carpet.
Advantage Zvereva.
3 out of their 7 meetings have gone to 3 sets, so Sabatini knew she had her hands full going into this match. I think when the players look at the draw at the beginning of the week, they always know that there's some floaters out there. I think Zvereva is one of those floaters where she can be very hot and come up with an upset.
This hour passed, this match rather passed the 1-hour mark. So Zvereva holds to start the second set, but she's down a set to Gabriela Sabatini.
And the aggressive number 13 seed Sukova going to the net and forcing the issue, beating Lori McNeil. Don't forget, coming up tonight on the Stadium Court, our featured match. 2 veterans. A lot of memories between these two. Jimmy Connors and the number 9 seed Yvonne Lendl. Let's head back to the Stadium Court now to rejoin Bill McAtee and Tracy Austin.
So here's the story out of the stadium. Zvereva with a break on 4 straight points in the second game of the second set. So after losing the first set 6-4, she's up 2-love here in the second.
Love 30.
The draw has opened up a bit for Sabatini because Anka Huber, the 11th seed, was eliminated, so she wouldn't meet a seeded player until Mary Jo Fernandez in the quarterfinals and then Monica Seles in the semifinals. And Gabby takes the line cross court. Triple break point.
Really in this match, it's who's being more aggressive. Who's trying to take control of the point, come into the net. That's unbelievable. Great steal to take a ball coming at that long of a range and to slow the pace down like Natalia does. Just terrific. Cup underneath the ball. And brings her racket head back a little bit to stop the pace. Drops it over the net.
Guess what? We're back on serve. Second set. Back to the Open in a moment.
Grand Cherokee, the world's only 4x4 with a standard driver's side airbag.
15 years ago, a child began her journey, and a drop of water began its journey. Day after day, she honed her skills, and the mountains enriched the water. Only after 15 years can she be called a U.S. Olympic athlete, and the water can be called Evian, pure, balanced Evian natural spring water from the French Alps. To be the best takes time.
This bench gets a professional finish with Krylon spray paint. No runs, no drips, no errors. Dries to the touch in minutes. The other brand's still tacky. Wow! What a game!
Good game, Mr. Euchre.
He's a lot tougher than he looks. For a fast, smooth, professional finish, get Krylon.
The more income your investments earn, the more taxes are taken out. But with Nuveen tax-free investments, the more you earn, the more you keep. Ask your financial advisor about Nuveen tax-free investments, or simply call this number.
I'm Linda Pence out here on court 16 with Arantxa Sanchez Vicario receiving serve from the junior Lindsay Davenport, one of the top U.S. juniors, but she is way down in this match. Just couldn't hold on. It was resumed with Lindsay trailing 3-love, and things didn't really get better as she double faults to give Sanchez Vicario the 5th seed a very easy victory, 6-2, 6-1. So Sanchez Vicario advances. And now we go back for more U.S. Open coverage in the stadium.
All right, Linda, thank you very much. Plenty of activity today. Day 5 at the Open.
15 all.
Here at the stadium, we're at 15 all, on serve, after Gabriela Sabatini won the first set 6-4. Just joining us today already, Andre Agassi has won, Michael Chang won, Guy Forget is through to the 3rd round.
Gabby using every shot. She does have a great drop shot. Using every angle of the court. We just saw Lindsay Davenport lose to Arantxa Sanchez Vicario. She was the top-ranked junior last year, and she's about 6'3", and she's playing with the top-ranked junior this year, Brian Dunn, who's 6'7", in mixed doubles. They're both very promising up-and-coming American juniors. And Lindsay happens to be from my club in L.A. Very nice girl, great ground stroke.
40-15.
Very similar games, lots of top spins, lots of slices. At this point, Gabby's winning the big points.
Game, Sabatini, 2-all.
So Sabatini holds. And we're even at 2-all in the second set. Of course, a lot of famous faces here at the Open, and alongside those famous faces, of course, Michael Barkan. Michael?
Thank you, Bill. Yes, I'm sure you've seen this gentleman before, Bill Murray, and this is not just your first day at the Open. You said it's your first hour at the Open, ever. What do you think?
Well, there's no indication as to where the food is, Mike. I have no idea. I've never been in a stadium like this where there aren't people selling hot dogs or peanuts or something. I have no idea where the food is. There's nobody with beer. There's nothing. It's kind of unnerving.
You should go to Wimbledon.
Is that bad too?
It's a little stiff.
Well, this is all right. There's a lot of people that I never would bump into, so this is kind of fine for me. I kind of like it.
Now, I know you called a play-by-play at Wrigley for the Cubs. Can you give me a little play-by-play of the tennis?
Huh? Well, if I were playing now, I'd have changed my shirt. They're awfully warm right now. This girl from Argentina is warmer, and the Russian girl, surprisingly, is not as... Her shirt seems to be drier. And you'd think it would be the other way around, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would. But now break down the game here. What's going on?
Pardon?
Break down the game on the court.
Oh, yeah. Well, the dark one and the blonde one are really going at it. They have different cries for help when they hit the ball. That's the most interesting thing that I've noticed, is that it really sounds like you want to leap over the edge and say, I'll help. You know, is everything all right? But they seem to keep going, you know. So.
With a complete breach of tennis etiquette, Michael Barkan and Bill Murray. Back to you, Bill.
I hardly know what to say.
Bill fell off his chair.
So, wisely, I will say nothing. We'll get back to the match.
He thinks he's hearing noises. He should come when Monica plays. He's going to hear a lot of cries for help, or what he thinks are cries for help.
Remember, Billy Murray played at Pebble Beach this year. If you look at the unforced error, Zvereva, 26. 30-40, and Bill Murray, let me just say that I don't think Pebble Beach will get over Bill Murray's presence at the tournament in a long time. He knows how to make his presence felt from the understated headwear.
Sabatini leads 3-2.
Back with more of the 1992 U.S. Open on USA in a moment.
Make a quantum leap.
This is not funny. Have you looked in the mirror lately?
On USA, starting Sunday, September 13th at 8.
Is this you washing your car? Missing all the fun or spending $6 at the car wash when 2 days later it looks like this? Now there's a way to keep your car looking great all the time.
It's the original California Car Duster. Developed for car buffs to keep their cars looking new, its specially treated fibers lift dust off without a scratch, so it's guaranteed for the most delicate paint jobs.
With this expensive investment to protect, I'd rather use my amazing duster than wash any day.
It works so well, you'll want one for every car in your family. And they make great gifts, too.
It's the best present my kids could have gotten me.
It's better than washing.
And a lot cheaper, too.
Stop washing when you could be dusting. Call this number to order your original California Car Duster. Thousands have been sold for $29.95. But take advantage of the special TV offer, and you pay only $19.95. You'll also get this $5 carrying case absolutely free. That's a $35 value. So don't be fooled by imitations. Call this number now.
Just call 1-800-428-9921.
Back at the Open, Gabriela Sabatini. Fourth seed. Only Grand Slam title came here 2 years ago. In fact, Gabby in 1990 became the lowest seed at number 5 in 22 years to win the Open.
Carlos Kiermaier, Gabriela Sabatini's coach. He's a big responsibility. That's why Gabriela was able to win the 1990 U.S. Open. I think he's made her a lot more relaxed. He's taught her more of an all-around game. She comes into the net, she feels much more comfortable up there now. That he's been working on her serve lately. And Gabby's serve can kind of come in and out. She gets tight, she has trouble on that second serve.
30-15.
Look at Zvereva. As Bill Murray pointed out, it has gotten warmer. Actually, this is the warmest day of the Open thus far. Don't know that I would have pointed it out in the same manner.
Second serve, but you did notice.
Jeff, what are you reading?
Oh, that is on the line. Well done.
30-all.
Has a great topspin lob. She uses this shot so well in doubles. Well disguised because she has that Western grip. Just the last second, changes the angle of her racket. Gets right underneath the ball. Very hard to tell if she was going to come up with a lob.
30-all.
This is the time when you're brave and you feel the match slipping away. She's been keeping right in there with Gabriela Sabatini. To tighten up her game a little bit, not make so many unforced errors, wait a little longer to go for the big shot. Deuce. Third double fault. I'd say if she had to improve anything in her game, Gabriela Sabatini, it would be serve. She's quite tall, and she doesn't seem to use that as a big advantage.
Out.
Advantage 17.
Meanwhile, Zvereva actually having a good year. She beat Martina in Hilton Head 6-4, 6-2 before losing in the quarterfinals to Conchita Martinez. Made it to 3 quarterfinals of Grand Slam events, and 2 of those came this year.
Got close to her on this shot. Gabby hitting a short shot, so Natasha got too close, adjusted well, used one hand. Natalia Zvereva's best result in a Grand Slam was the finals of the French Open when she was only 17. And people were predicting for her to be in the top 10 for years and years.
Advantage 17.
Working with Juan Nunez right now. The other day I saw them out on the practice court spending an extra 20 minutes just working on that serve. He's worked with quite a few players on the circuit, one being Arantxa Sanchez Vicario a few years ago. I think the players really feel that it's a big plus when they have someone right there critiquing their game, helping them emotionally.
Game 17. She leads 4-2. New ball.
So the 4th seed holds, and she is up now. A set and a break.
There, Bill. She was only on the 3rd stroke of the rally. Already thinking about probably losing the match.
15 love.
Zvereva puts the overhead away, 15 love. Meanwhile, over at the grandstand, Pete Sampras underway against Martin Dahm. Sampras, the third seed. $15 love. That's wide. 30 love. Winner here will play the winner of the Carolyn Coleman-Sabine Applemans match, which is scheduled for later today on court 20. $30-15. You're just joining us, just past 2:30 Eastern Time. Andre Agassi, Michael Chang, Guy Forget, all winners today.
40-15.
That's long. Zvereva holds, but when we come back, Gabriela Sabatini will be serving for the match. Blistering forehand.
Love 30.
Zvereva painting the lines. Love 30. Match started with 4 service breaks. Sabatini has been just good enough.
Love 40.
5th double fault. And an opportunity. Now a triple break point. Crowd trying to encourage Zvereva. Look at the break points. Zvereva converting 4 of 9. Second set, 6-5. Now Tracy has gone down courtside. We thought this was going to be wrapped up a little sooner, and she's going to join us in just a moment. Tracy, are you there?
Yeah, I am, Bill.
Okay. Love 15. Tracy Zvereva played her best points of the match in the last two games. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I think she played with total abandon, playing very aggressive, and didn't seem to be nervous at all. Cut down on her errors, like you said. She was more patient, waiting for the appropriate shot to go for the big shot.
How about this?
Gabby just must be kicking herself right now. She was up 5-3 in total control of the match. Let it slip. Lost some of that focus. Got to keep on top of someone like Natalia Zvereva.
First serve.
We are all even at the stadium. Another look. Zvereva with a great forehand winner. The late call. Several whistles. Gabby is all the way out across the doubles line. Because of the rain yesterday, a feast of tennis here at the Open on day 5. Already Andre Agassi, Michael Chang, Guy Forget, Carlos Costa, all the seeded players advancing. So 5-2 in the third, but when we come back, Sabatini serving again for the match. Against Martin Dahm, who is ranked number 131 in the world. Now we bring you back across the way to the stadium. Gabriela Sabatini. Another winner. That's the time of the match. 2 hours, 21 minutes. And it is love 30. The second time that Sabatini has served for the match against Natalia Zvereva. Nice touch. 15-30. Zvereva not able to do anything from the baseline, setting up the easy drop shot for Sabatini. 15-30.
Correction, 15-4.
Now, Zvereva with
quiet, please.
A slight opening. Double break point. Trying to close it to 5-3.
30-40.
And with emphasis, Gabby saves one. Zvereva with opportunities. Gabby's last two service games and unable to convert.
Advantage Zvereva.
Zvereva with yet another opportunity. Carlos Kiermaier looking on. Feel a lot more comfortable if Sabatini could close this out. Break point number 3. Zvereva with a break at 5-3. And remember, this was the time in set number 2. And she got in the zone, came back to win the set 7-5. Zvereva, Gabriela Sabatini. They've been playing for almost 2.5 hours. That one's wide. And how about this love 30?
That shot, Gabriela looked very tight. Her feet did not move. That's what happens when you get tight. Don't take those little steps that you need. Muscles start to tighten up.
Zvereva still 2 points away, remarkably, from evening this match. Tracy had gone down to the court and has rejoined us now.
Gabby just spinning that first serve in, 57 miles an hour. Not really going for it, but she went for it when she had to. She had a target at the net. She had no choice. Came up with a winner.
Both players having difficulty with prosperity, Tracy. Gabby's been on the verge of closing this out for the last hour. Missed it wide.
See Gabby shaking her arm, trying to loosen it up. I really believe the lack of match play is really hurting her. She might think about it another year, about taking so many weeks off.
As we mentioned, Sabatini took 8 weeks off. Big point. Look at the break points won. A remarkable number of service breaks. Too strong, Trace.
Gabriela has a lot of confidence in that shot. It's a shot she's used so well over the years to come up with big wins over Steffi Graf. She likes that shot, pull the player wide, out of court. Just whip it down the line. Gutsy shot.
Don't you know Zvereva would like to have that back?
It's a pretty risky shot to try at this point. She's been using the drop shot a lot this match. Been pretty effective, but that's a tough time to try it.
Quiet, please. Set match, Sabatini, 6-4, 5-7, 6-4.
It took more than 2.5 hours. Zvereva would not give up. And finally, Gabriela Sabatini, the 4th seed, is through now to the 3rd round. 6-4, 5-7, 6-4. Now through to the round of 16. A hard-fought 3-set victory. At 6-4 in the 3rd. And here's another look at match point. And it was a challenge. So Sabatini will await the winner of the match between Caroline Coleman and Sabine Applemans. They will meet in the round of 16. As you watch Gabby acknowledge the cheers from the crowd. And Gabby has joined Tracy, as you can see. Let's go down courtside.
Gabriela up 5-3 in the 2nd set, and you lost that one. Up 5-1 in the 3rd, and then the momentum started to change. What happened at those points?
I don't know, I guess I was rushing a little bit the game. You know, I wanted to finish the match probably, and I was rushing. And she started hitting the ball. I mean, she had nothing to lose in that moment, so she just started hitting the ball, and she was playing very well.
You've only chosen to play one tournament this whole summer. Do you think you'd change that next year, and do you think maybe that hurt you a little bit?
Well, I'm very happy so far in this tournament. I've been playing very good tennis. You know, what I needed was some tough matches, and I think I had some tough matches. Probably next year I'm going to try to play a little bit more, but I think it's good also to get some time off.
Now, you seem to have lost your focus a little bit, and she increased the level of her play. Is that what happened out there?
Yeah, a little bit. I think she played much better when she was down. She started playing much better, and I lost my concentration a little.
Ripped through that first set against Sabine Applemans of Belgium, ranked 21 in the world, but now she's in a bit of trouble, Tracy. She was love 2 down at the start of this set, and she's a breakdown still. And then she fought back, and now she's trailing just 2-3 against Applemans.
She was down low 2, fought back to 2-all, seemed to get that momentum back, but Sabine started to play very aggressive, come into the net, hit very flat and hard.
And Sabine Applemans tried that shot before. It didn't work. It's a gutsy play from the baseline, but not a good time to try that, Tracy.
No, she's been trying a lot of risky shots. She's been going for her shots much more than Gabriela Sabatini. She has 23 unforced errors compared to Gabby's 6, and 17 winners compared to Gabby's 12. Very impressive status. Gabriela getting 91% of her first serves in. So Gabriela's playing a very consistent match. Sabine's the one trying to attack, trying to create a situation at each point.
Gabby goading herself on there. Sabine Applemans trying to reach a 4-2 lead. 20 years old, out of Belgium. And she's already matched her best Grand Slam result so far, the 4th round. She reached that in 1991 at the Australian and the French.
They're in the first round, beating Anke Huber from Germany, the 11th seed, Claire Wood, and Caroline Coleman.
But it's a break for Sabatini to get back to 3-all with that great cross-court forehand.
3-all.
Sabine coming in, not that instinctive at the net. You see she hit that volley from a couple feet behind the service line and still was on the service line, leaving lots of room for Gabby to pass.
Gabriela's 22 years old now, lives some of the time in Buenos Aires, but also in Key Biscayne, Florida, where she trains frequently with her coach, Carlos Kiermaier, out of Brazil.
That she tried it on, and therefore her drop shot was high as well. Gabriela beating Linda Harvey-Wild, Julie Allard from France, had a very tough time with Natalia Zvereva. She was up 5-3 in that second set, couldn't close it out. And she also was up 5-1 in that third set. Zvereva caught up to 5-4, but she finally closed it out. Got very tight in that match.
Sabatini might have been thinking about that early in this second set when she let her opponent get a 2-love lead. She doesn't want to allow her opponent back into the match like that.
Gabriela's not playing with that much aggression right now. Those last two serves, first serve was 59 miles an hour and that last one was 63. She's just tossing them in with some spin.
Up at the net. She had some early jitters in the first set. Lost it 6-1 and lost her serve 3 times.
Applemans hits a nice deep shot with a lot of penetration. Moves in, kills the volley. Now that's the kind of play that Gabriela used a lot to win the 1990 U.S. Open. She's not playing that way now.
Applemans had the opportunity there to put that one away on the overhead, but she let it drop and it fell right on the baseline. So that gives Gabby 30 all in this game. We've met once before, right here, 2 years ago. It was an easy win for Sabatini, 6-2, 6-4 in the third round.
If you get in trouble, just toss it up nice and high. Let your opponent think about it. And there's a little breeze up there. Gabby moving well, adjusting, and that went away with an angle.
So 40-30 Sabatini serving at 3 all in the second set. She won the first set easily, 6-1. Hasn't been the case here against Sabine Applemans of Belgium, at the top of your screen. Sabine Applemans gave up that break on a double fault. Gave Sabatini the chance now to serve out the match and move into the quarterfinals.
Sabine Applemans with the big forehand, but up to this point, not quite enough of those big winners. Gabby moving the other way, can't quite get to that one, and Sabine had a lot of angle on it, a lot of pace.
to give her 3 break points against Gabriela Sabatini.
She's broken Gabriela 3 times in this match already. She knows she can do it. Gabriela, her serve was broken so many times against Zvereva. So many breaks of serve in that match because Gabriela's not really hitting it with authority. It's not been a weapon so far in this tournament.
So Sabatini saves one of those break points. Sabine Applemans was a quarter-finalist in the recent Olympic Games representing her country, Belgium, but was beaten by Steffi Graf. She was the upset maker in the first round, beating Anke Huber here, trying to do it again against Gabriela Sabatini.
That's her biggest win to date, beating Anke Huber, the 11th seed. Sabine Applemans is letting those break points slip by. She's only converted on 2 of 8 before this game. Whereas Gabriela is converted on 6 out of the 7 that she's had. And that's what you'll see a champion do. They raise their game on those big points. Sabine might be playing a little tentative or a little bit unsure on those points, of course, because she's never beaten a player the caliber of Gabriela Sabatini.
Sabatini with a big kick first serve, only 65 miles an hour, but lots of spin on it. And Sabine Applemans could not get her timing on the return. We're back at deuce. Way long on the backhand return from Sabine Applemans. And it's match point, Gabriela Sabatini. A packed house here on the grandstand court. We watched the champion a couple of years ago try to do it again here at the U.S. Open.
Sabine has had to generate all the pace. Gabby's just keeping the ball back.
Game, set, match, Sabatini.
Forehand into the net gives Gabriela Sabatini a 6-1, 6-3 victory. She is the first player in the women's draw to advance to the quarterfinals of the U.S. Open with a relatively easy match here, 1 hour and 17 minutes. Sabatini advancing 6-1, 6-3. We'll be back with Michael Chang out there on the stadium court.
Triple set point in the first set. Monica Seles, Gigi Fernandez, and that game was all Monica.
Actually, the set from 1-all has been all Monica. Gigi Fernandez has only been able to win 5 points. At this point, Fernandez has 10 on first airs and Seles 5.
And they're waiting for people to get settled in. Gigi ranked number 31 in the world, 28 years old, lives in Aspen. And that's been the story of the match.
It's kind of the way Gigi Fernandez plays. She's originally from Puerto Rico. She chose to play on the United States Olympic team. Great shot. Where she won a gold medal with Mary Jo Fernandez in the doubles. She said that she'd been playing years for Federation Cup, the Whiteman Cup for the United States. Seles moving in for that short shot, stays down well. Gigi run in, trying the drop shot that doesn't quite work, and there's when Gigi Fernandez hits the net. She has quite a temper. She hits one out of the stadium. And Bill, that's something that she has worked on. It's one of the reasons why her game and her singles ranking has gone up recently. She's been working with Julie Anthony, a former player on the circuit, who's a psychologist, and has really tried to calm Gigi down. A lot of times she would let her temper get too involved, and she would lose her concentration and lose her focus out there. See Gigi with the tape all over her knee. Something that she did at Wimbledon. She hyperextended it, and it's better, she says, if she plays without the tape, then it bothers her a lot. She hasn't had enough time to take off to get the knee healthy. And that's been exactly what's been happening as well the rest of the match. Beating Christelle Fausch pretty easily. Then Natalia Baudonnet. 6-2 in the third. Sabine Hack, 4-1. Gigi got to the quarters here last year where she lost to Monica Seles. That's her best Grand Slam result in singles. Audra Keller, cakewalk pretty much. Lisa Raymond and Claudia Porwood. Seems to get warmed up in the second set. Hasn't lost any games. Gigi's really been kept off balance by Monica. Everything she's tried to do hasn't worked. Gigi's game is serve and volley, and she told me before the match that if she could implement that well, she could do well. If not, she would be in trouble. Break point for Seles. Broken Gigi Fernandez 3 times before in this match. Gigi's such a good doubles player. She has 5 Grand Slam titles, winning 2 of those this year with Natalia Zvereva, French in Wimbledon. Gigi knows that she's got to get this game to hang in there. Monica Seles has only lost 4 points on her own serve.
They've met 3 times before, including the round of 16 at Wimbledon. And in those 3 matches prior to this one, Monica lost only 9 games. Gigi has not had a lot of success here at the Open. She has never made it past the second round until last year.
I think that's when she made some big changes in her life. She started to work with Julie Anthony and Peter Moore, who was a coach who traveled with her everywhere, and she's become more disciplined. I don't think she was one of the most disciplined players before that. They get her out there for hard practices, and her game's starting to come together. Right, she makes it look so easy. She's got a lot of talent.
moment, we'll be sending you back to that good match over in the grandstand, Lindell and Chuck Adams. But here it's Monica Seles, the defending champion, #1 seed, and Gigi Fernandez. And isn't that really the story on Gigi? She's a tremendous athlete, but sometimes she has trouble with her focus, lapses of concentration, and also her shot selection.
Yeah, very much so. Gigi can play well in spurts, but so far in her career she hasn't come up with playing wonderful for 2 sets at a time to come up with a big win like over a Seles or a Sabatini.
So another break for Monica Seles after winning the first set 6-1. Players have been cruising today.
Double match point for Monica Seles. Monica's only lost three points on her serve since the first game of the match. And Bill, just a couple of points ago, Monica Seles served in volley. I almost fell off my chair. And so she must be playing with a lot of confidence.
In only 53 minutes, the #1 player in the world is through now to the quarterfinals. Monica Seles, 6-1, 6-2, and now she will play either Patricia Hy, who upset Jennifer Capriati.
It'll be Malavia, Washington, a mover on the men's tour, taking on Henri Lecomte, the hero of France's 1991 Davis Cup victory over the U.S. And joining us now in the studio, the Bear, Barry McKay. And Barry, let's get into the action from this afternoon. The top seed, Monica Seles, the defending champion as well. She's into the quarterfinals now after a straight set victory over Gigi Fernandez.
She looked really sharp. Yeah, both sides very well. The two-handers going in for her all the time, and she looks very confident. That's all I can say, Joel.
So Monica Seles, many thought was possibly vulnerable coming in because of a couple of losses over the last month and a half, but that has not been the case so far at the 92 Open.
No way. Monica Seles loves the competition. She loves the big events. Gigi Fernandez serving, moving in now. Stretch out there wide. Great shot by Fernandez, but a better shot by Monica Seles cross court. Great concentration by Monica Seles. That is one of her strong points. Comes in on the overhead. Gigi, great get by Fernandez. And Seles again knocks that two-hander cross court. Quickly, please. And finally, Gigi gives a little bow, takes her racket, and she sits down. She's finished. 1 and 2.
Well, Gabriela Sabatini, the 4th seed, was first up in the grandstand today against Sabine Applemans.
Appleman's not a bad player. You know, she knocked off Anke Huber, the 11th seed. Some of the folks having some nice food in the Rackets restaurant. Sabatini, graceful as ever around the court. Nice slice backhand. Drop shot. She gets it. Now watch the anticipation. Beautiful forehand volley. Applemans, though, was not finished. She hung in there and had trouble holding serve in this particular match. Sabatini rolls that big topspin forehand cross court. And so Sabatini, an easy winner out on the grandstand court, 6-1 and 6-3.
Patricia Hy, the giant killer of the women's tournament so far. First, she upsets the #6 seed, Jennifer Capriati. Today, she eliminates the #13 seed, Helena Sukova.
Helena Sukova, tall lass with a big first serve, stays in the backcourt. And a tricky little drop shot by Patricia Hy. There's about a foot difference between these two. The Twin Tower along with Kota Kilsch. Big forehand there by Sukova. But Helena Sukova had her hands full out on court 17. Patricia Hy lets that ball drop. Look at the footwork by the Canadian. And a passing shot and another upset for Patricia Hy. A straight set win. 6-2 and 7-6. And so Hy into the quarters. She'll play Seles up there in the top half of the draw. And you see Sabatini has moved into the quarterfinal and we'll play the winner of the match tonight, Pierce and Fernandez.
And Barry, let's look at the bottom half of the draw. Now, these fourth-round matches will take place tomorrow. Looking ahead, there's the possibility of a Maleva battle on the horizon, and I know that means a great deal to you, Manuela against Magdalena.
Flying Malevas are still at it. The high wire is up here at the U.S. Open, and they are up there.
All righty.